What is biological reincarnation? So, reincarnation has been part of many ancient cultures and religions for a long, long time. It's spread across the globe, so it's not just in one particular place that it evolved. Now, what we're going to do is going to present the idea of biological reincarnation. But firstly, we're never going to ask you to believe what we say. We always want people to go away and find the evidence for themselves, whether that's scientific evidence or experiential evidence, and then make up their own mind. So, the idea of biological reincarnation is that reincarnation evolved millions of years ago in early animals, and it evolved as a way of retaining survival related information from generation to generation while not needing to reproduce. So it's jumping the generation gap without using vertical DNA inheritance. So, what do we mean by survival related information? Well, what we're talking about here is emotional memory. So, that's the purpose that reincarnation originally evolved for, retaining emotional memory over subsequent generations. Now, that is a survival tactic for a species of animal. Imagine an animal feels fear and then retains that memory of that fear for the future so that it'll keep it safe later on when that dangerous situation may come up again. Now, imagine if an animal can then record that emotional memory in subtle energy form and then transfer it to another generation that's not necessarily connected to its vertical inheritance line. That will be a very important survival tactic for that species. So karma emotion, or we call it karma emotion, putting those two words together, because karma also evolved at the same time. Now, karma is the transport mechanism for the emotional memory. So every time an emotion is felt, we are burning karma. But also when we are thinking, we are producing karma. Now, the whole karma emotion theory is another story. And if you want me to make another video on that, please let me know in the comments. So let's just quickly talk about the anatomy involved in reincarnation. So the human system can be thought of as different layers of energy or different frameworks of energy. Now, we have the material body, of course, that's very easy to see and feel. We all know about the material physical body. Now, overlaying that, there is a lower mind framework, a lower mind energy framework that's made of magnetic energy. It's not the same as matter, it's not the same as atoms and molecules. But the lower mind and the material body are one incarnation, and they grow together in the embryo and the baby, and they're really kind of one unit, really. Now, there is also some more energy frameworks. There is a higher mind energy framework and there is an energy body framework. Now, those two put together, you could call the soul, or we like to call it the reincarnating higher mind, because it's the higher mind and the energy body which actually reincarnates from incarnation to incarnation. So this soul, or this higher mind plus energy body, exists in between incarnations in the collective mind. Now, we've talked about the collective mind before in another video, but really it's a network of mind energy which links everyone on the planet. Any species that have mind are linked to the collective mind. And souls in between incarnations exist within this collective mind, which is a magnetic energy framework. So we reincarnate from incarnation to incarnation, and we drag along what is called a karmic personality spectrum. So that emotional memory that we were talking about, that gets recorded in this karma emotion. It's actually stored in the outer layers of the energy body. If you train yourself to see the energy body, you can actually see the outer layers of the energy body. There's a little crisscross pattern in the outer layers, and that is the karma emotion. And it holds our karmic personality spectrum. Now, this spectrum is a trace of the personality which gets dragged through the incarnations. It gets changed in every incarnation because there is a new personality that forms in the lower mind and material body. But a trace of the old personality from previous lives gets dragged through, and that's what we call the karmic personality spectrum. Now, let me ask you a question. Who do you think that you are? Do you think that you are this current personality? And if you do believe in reincarnation, do you think that perhaps you were the previous personalities? We have had many, many different personalities in our reincarnational history. So who are you? Well, the answer to this question is actually neither of these personalities. Our true identity is pure awareness. Now, you could say that the soul is a vehicle for awareness. That is the purpose of the soul. The soul incarnates from incarnation to incarnation, learning lessons and growing in spiritual evolution. But the soul itself is a transport mechanism for awareness. The source of the universe has awareness. There is one awareness, and it is expressed in many different conscious beings. And that awareness is actually channeled through parts of the soul or parts of the higher mind. So that is your true nature. That is who you are. It's pure awareness. And it's the same awareness as everyone else. Now, the goal of life and the goal of reincarnation is self-realization. The realization of our true self. That is the source of the universe, which is becoming self-realized of itself, of its own true nature as awareness, through you, through conscious beings. And that is the purpose of life. That is the purpose of the universe. That is the purpose of reincarnation. So what do you think? Do you believe in reincarnation? Do you have any experiences of reincarnation? If you do, share them in the comments. And please subscribe for more videos like this.